Hello Pandora lovelies, and welcome to this very exciting Valentine's Day release for 2024. It's a preview of the collection that is literally about to drop tomorrow on January 4th, so I'm very excited that we get to see the Valentine's Day charms, bracelets, rings, earrings, and also later on in another video you'll get to see the Cinderella collection as well. So for those of you who are keen to purchase something for your loved ones, or those of you who are shopping the collection for yourselves like I do every year, strap yourselves in. There's some amazing charms and pieces to choose from this year. So let's start off with our Moments Sliding Magnetic Clasp Snake Chain Bracelet. This is great because it is going to be a nail saver. This bracelet is very easy to put on, and it's a Moments bracelet, meaning it can style 16 to 18 Pandora Moments charms. You won't break your nails or ruin your manicure with this one, which I think is great. And it's got that beautiful snake chain bracelet design that's continued across the clasp. So it's a really nice bracelet, and I think it's a great way to style those Valentine's Day charms. Next, we have a charm that we have seen in the blue version for the winter collection, and now we're going to be seeing it in the red. So it's the Sparkling Pave round red charm. It's got the beautiful crystals all the way around, and then you've got the CZ crystals interspersed amongst them and sort of standing out. And I think this would look really, really good with a dangle in the middle of two of these charms. Later on in the styling video, you'll be able to, in the styling picture, you'll be able to see it styled with multiple charms on the bracelet, and it looks really stunning and effective. So that's great. We also have this charm in black. So this is a little bit avant-garde for a Valentine's Day collection, but this could be something really great that you might pair with one of the black enamel rings that we're going to see later on. It's for someone who might prefer that black and silver kind of combination. And I think that you could also really easily style this on a, for example, Star Wars bracelet or a Marvel bracelet. It would go really well with some of those collections too. So another really unique and interesting charm that we have here. The next charm that we have is really, really exciting and interesting. So this is a color changing charm. So it starts out red, and then with the temperature, it changes to pink, and it reads, "I love you" on one side and then "always" on the other. So I think that's really, really interesting. I'm definitely getting this charm. I think I'm going to get two, so I can then style it across the bracelet like a pattern. I love any sort of quirk to a charm. So this one with that color changing vibe is very similar to some of the mood rings you would have seen in the 1990s, or those amazing hypercolor color changing t-shirts. So I definitely think that's a really interesting charm that Pandora have released. Next, we have another charm where it spells the word love almost in that handwritten cursive. You'll see this also in necklace form and in ring form this year as well. So I'm very excited for that to be a really nice set. You can see how the charm threads through onto the Moments bracelet. I think it will be really good for breaking up some of the colored charms that we have. So for example, the two that we had just looked at, the color changing charms, or any other of the red sort of heart charms you might have from previous collections. Or you could put a dangle either side. That would make it look really cool. And I think this is going to sit really nicely on the wrist if you have a nice tight bracelet too. So I definitely have my eye on this charm for a new Valentine's Day design. The next charm that we have is this Pandora Always Forever charm with the beautiful engraving. Again, I love that the engraved handwriting looks like it's very personalized, like it's got its own font. So it is very reminiscent of the I Love You Always Forever song too, which I think is really sweet. And you've got that really bright enamel detail with that X in the middle of the heart. I just think that pop of color is really, really nice. So this is going to be a very versatile charm. It's very sweet. A lovely addition to this year's collection. So good, you get to see it twice. And then you can see in this styling photo, there's some really exciting charms coming that are lockets that we'll talk about shortly, but you can see some of the new. You've got the red charm there, you've also got that silver locket that we'll talk about in just a moment, and then some of the Muranos that are at a really nice price point too and have really cool colours. So in terms of our pendants though, let's have a look at this letter charm. So you've got the beautiful gold detail there, you've got the pink crystal in the centre that not only seals the letter but then also comes out on the other side of the dangle to be the O of the love, but in a love heart shape. You've got the XOXO, which of course reminds me of Gossip Girl and that series from the noughties. And I really, really like the bright pink crystal against the gold detail. Again, the beautiful font makes it look handwritten, very personalized. I think this is going to be a really special dangle for this collection, and I think it would look great as a necklace as well. Okay, so here are the locket charms that are very exciting, and I'm very keen to see what you guys think of these. I really like the fact that they come in gold plating, rose gold plating, and in sterling silver as well. So you've got a lot of choice there. You can see the crystal on the back of the lock, on the front, I should say, of the charm as almost like the keyhole. And then inside you have the gorgeous circle where you can put a photograph. So it is called the Pandora Keyhole Locket Charm. And I just think this is amazing. Like, you can buy this for Valentine's Day, or it could make for a really, really nice gift for someone too. So I think the fact that you can get it in the 3 different colors, so the silver, gold, and rose gold plating, I think would make it amazing for Valentine's Day or Mother's Day. As I've said, you can have it for someone to put a picture of their grandkids, their kids, and then also inside the actual locket, if I can recall, it says today, tomorrow, and always. So underneath that photograph, if you were to take the photograph out, it will be engraved with today, tomorrow, always, which is really special. You could even put a picture of your fur baby in there, or one of your children, or both, or all of your children. I think it's a really, really cool addition to Pandora's collection this year. So there it is in rose gold. And they all say today, tomorrow, always. The other really cool thing is that you can engrave the back too. So you could put a date, you could put a name, as you can see there, you could put a set of initials. So yeah, some of the concept stores will do engraving for $14.95. That's in Australian prices. So that's really, really special, and I think that's lovely. And there it is in sterling silver. I quite like it if it's a black and white photo. I think it looks really, really good in gold plating and sterling silver. Those would be my 2 preferences, but I think it's really nice that they have it in rose gold as well. And there you can see an example of it engraved with the date, which is awesome. Okay, let's move on to our club charm for this year. I absolutely love this club charm. Pandora has gone a little bit of a different direction with the club charm in terms of colour. So we can now have this very vibrant, vivid, gorgeous turquoise blue that then moves into that more vivid blue and the tips of the wings of this gorgeous butterfly. I have a feeling that the wings might move a little bit. I could be wrong, but just looking at the photos online, it does look to me like they do move, which is so beautiful. On the back of the wings, it will read "Believe You Can." So it'll say "Believe" on the back of one wing and then "You Can" on the other, which is really nice. Inspiration for the year to come. You've got your 14 karat gold heart there in the center, and then of course the lab created diamond, which is the signature of the club charm. And then you can see it actually says the date Pandora 2024 on the bail as well. So this charm is a must for me. I collect all the club charms. I think I'm up to date. I'm pretty sure I have all of the ones that have been released so far. So I'm definitely adding that one to my wish list. Let me know what you think of the club charm. Each year they've been slightly different. So The fact that they now have these movable parts is really interesting to me. I love when there's, like I said, certain quirks to the charms, and the color of this one I just love. And the blue, I think, works beautifully with the gold, so it's one of my favorites. This is a really interesting charm too. Again, it's got movable features, so it's a 2 tones, twistable heart padlock double dangle charm. You can see the rose gold lock, and then you've got the silver, the rose gold keyhole with the silver kind of lock and key. On the back it will say you have my heart forever, as it says there, and then inside it also says true love. So it's really, really cool that it's got all these details. You can see it's got the CZ crystal outline. I think this would be a beautiful charm, not just for a bracelet but as a dangle as well. And it's, yeah, very unique, and the fact that it's movable is really interesting. And you've got the 2 heart shaped discs there. And I like 2-tone charms. I think they add something very special to a bracelet. So if you've got your rose gold detailing in and amongst your Valentine's Day bracelets, I think that would be a really nice addition. Okay, so the next charm is a 2-part charm again. It's a Pandora key to my heart charm, and you're looking currently at the back of it. So the front of it will have the CZ crystals that spell love on the heart, and then the CZ crystals, you can see that they go all the way around the key as well. The key fits perfectly into that cutout on the heart, so you could potentially share this charm, or you could style it across a bracelet, which I think is what I would do. I'd style it across a bracelet just to have those features. So it's another exciting locket type charm that Pandora has released. Then the next one is one of the ones that I absolutely love, because anytime they release this type of glass charm, I'm there for it. So you can see this is a Pandora love heart charm with a Cupid kind of feel to it, with the arrow of love going through the heart. I really love how it's got that bubbly type of effect with the Murano glass. Anytime they have this kind of Murano glass charms in the Valentine's Day collection, I'm just drawn to them. I think they're so pretty. I love the see-through effect, and that you can see the word love. It's going to go perfectly with a ring that they've released that we'll see shortly as well. You can see the CZ crystals adorn the bail, so you get lots of sparkle, lots of bling in terms of that, but you've also got the colour with the pink. And the fact that there's just these little details. So, for example, a heart makes up the O of the word love. I just think it's gorgeous. So that's definitely on my wish list, this one. Let me know if you think the same thing. Let me know if you're going to add this one to your wish list. I definitely have this one on my wish list. Okay, and now we have another gorgeous dangle. So it's a red heart and keyhole double dangle charm. So this is really beautiful. You've got the, again, 2 hearts that sort of move. You've got the 2 keyholes, one with the crystals, and then the other one that's sort of cut out of the red. On the back is the engraved message, my love is yours. So there's really nice sentimental engravings, as we often see with the Valentine's Day collection, which is perfect for gifts and very beautiful, I feel. All right, let's have a look at some of our me dangles. So we have the Pandora spinning wheel charm. So you can see that it spells out tarot or tarot if you double up with the T, as it goes around the axes of the points there. So you've got the T, and then you've got a CZ crystal, but then you've got an A, and then a crystal R, crystal O, crystal T again. So this one, you know, is one of those charms that's going to bring good karma. And it is similar to, if you have the Me Zodiac wheel pendant, you'll know, or hopefully you know, that the little arrow actually spins around to the different zodiac signs. So depending on what time of year it is, you can actually move the arrow and it'll point to the different zodiac signs. So it's got the same thing with this, where the arrow actually moves around and you can have it pointing to any of the 8 points there on the charm. So I think that's really, really cool. And it does have micro beading on the back that once you see it in real life, you'll be able to see the detailing on the back is actually quite nice as well. So this will fit on me bracelets, but it will also be a beautiful pendant, and will also fit on Moments bracelets because the bail is nice and skinny, so it'll fit on all of those. Then we have another beautiful me dangle, and you can see it styled here in the picture. You have that beautiful cut out heart. You've got the like enamel detail for that sort of pearlescent white feature, which I think looks really beautiful with the rose gold. And you've got the black enamel with sparkly specks and the stars, as though the heart is sort of in the night sky. I think it's really, really pretty. There's lots of me bracelets going in different sales around the world at the moment. So if you haven't got yourself a me bracelet or some of the links, it might be a good opportunity to grab one of those while you still can, if sales are still going on in your area. So another really beautiful charm. I think it will also go nicely with some of the black charms that we've seen, and then the ring that we'll see shortly. Then we have our Pandora Black Spade charm. So this is nice because it sort of has that, the spade looks like an upside down heart, so still fits for Valentine's Day. You've got the micro beading detail, and it is actually smooth on the background as well. So when you turn it over, it looks like a smooth spade, so you could potentially wear it both ways, or if it flips over, it still looks really cool. Another me pendant, or medallion I should say, that we have released is the Pandora Me Lucky Medallion. So you can see that it's a sterling silver medallion, and it does have that very nice modern amulet kind of feel. You've got the clover created out of the 4 hearts, which I think is really pretty. It's set against, again, like that dark blue enamel like a night sky, and you've got the little micro beading detail with the lines and stars, and you've also got that really nice enamel. I think it makes it sparkly, and the crystals in there too. I think this one would go nicely with lots of different designs. Celestial, it would go nicely on a necklace too, for those of you that like your sterling silver medallions, or on a me bracelet. Oh, there's the back of the me spade medallion, by the way. So you can see, like I said, it looks smooth. It still looks pretty the other way around as well. Then we have this adorable little mini mini dangle charm with that little micro beading detail. I think it's really pretty. Yeah, I think that's a nice addition to a sterling silver me bracelet. And I love the texture that it has there. And it would go really nicely even on earrings too. You could get 2 and put them, or just the 1, and put them on some of your earrings. I think it would look really cool. And it keeps that key and lock motif going. Or you could pair it with the next one, which is the Pandora Me Keyhole Heart Dangle. Okay, so you've got that beautiful kind of crystal detailing of that heart that's sitting in the claws. You can see the keyhole there, and you can actually pair it with the mini dangle key, and it will fit together where they click. So I think that's really, really sweet, and a nice sparkly portion of those 2 charms together. Then we have the Pandora Me Cupid mini dangle charm. So this one's really sweet. You've got Cupid there having a bit of a rest, had a big Valentine's Day, and he's on the freshwater cultured pearl, which is really nice. So for those of you who really like the pearls, I think this would be a beautiful Valentine's Day charm. And it does add that, it would go really well. There's a white enamel ring that's coming up. So you've got that white that you could add to your Valentine's Day bracelet or stack, which would look really cool. Okay, let's have a look at some of our Chinese New Year charms. So we have the Lucky Amulet Double Dangle charm. I love the detailing on this one. The beautiful like clouds that you can see on the red amulet there, I think is really pretty. And you've got that tassel. It's very, very beautiful. Excellent for a Chinese New Year bracelet, or would fit really nicely on the Valentine's Day bracelets as well because of the color. And you can see that one side of the amulet features the word Ping An, which I'm obviously going to say wrong, meaning peace or safe and sound, which is lovely. I think it's a really nice message for the new year. And the fact that it's got the dangling elements will make it a really nice feature on a Chinese New Year bracelet. And I'm very excited for the next charm because this year is my year, the year of the dragon. So I'm definitely going to be getting myself a Year of the Dragon charm to celebrate that it's my Lunar New Year animal. So it invites good fortune in the coming year with a two-tone Chinese New Year dragon charm. You've got the really nice crystals on the eyes, and then the crystals that adorn the dragon's body, which is cool. And it represents power, wisdom, and health. It's 14 karat gold plated, and I really like the red with the gold. I think that looks really effective. And I know on the Australian website I could see that it was paired with that red leather bracelet as a set for Chinese New Year or for Lunar New Year. So I'm actually contemplating getting that set because I'm yet to have a red leather Pandora bracelet. So that's definitely one I've got my eye on. Okay, here are the mini Muranos I talked about earlier. So these are at a really nice price point. I think they're $49 in Australia, so you'll be able to see the equivalent once you shop elsewhere in the world, but the colors are really rich and vibrant and I love it. So this one is the blue one, so it's our Murano glass. It gives us a lot of options for styling. This one might go really well with your Cinderella themed bracelet, perhaps. And I think the blue would look really good with sterling silver in any case. So I love that we've got new Muranos. They always make me excited, especially when they're at a good price point, because then it means you can get two and style them accordingly. Then we've got this gorgeous green one, should say green, Pandora green mini Murano glass charm. So really nice color here. I think this would go really well on a garden themed bracelet, spring collection perhaps, or if you have a Tinkerbell bracelet, Tiana bracelet, any of those Disney ones that have that nice green element to them, I think it'll be perfect. And then my absolute favorite, of course, because it's pink, is the pink one. So we've got that splash of pink. This is the one I'm going to get two of and put onto a Valentine's Day bracelet design, because I think it will break up the sterling silver charms really, really nicely. And I think it'll actually go with some of the rose gold charms as well. And pink is an amazing color. I love it. And then we have the black one, which will go with some of our black charms and the medallions that we've seen previously as well. You could get two of these and then have the medallion that had the black enamel detail. Or you could have the word love, that was the charm, spelling out the word love with two of these either side. It might make for an interesting bracelet design too. Lots of possibility for, like I said before, with the pave charm. Same with this one. Really great for maybe a Star Wars bracelet with the Darth Vader in the center, or any of your Star Wars charms really, if you're a Star Wars fan. Would go really well on the Spider-Man bracelet too, especially with the charms where it had the sterling silver Spider-Man with the black enamel detailing, or the camera charm that we saw there too. So Keith Haring bracelets as well, it might go pair really nicely with those. And then we have it in white as well, so I think it's really cool that we have the white option too, because we don't see very many white Murano or white charms, and I think that will break up a bracelet really nicely as well in terms of color pattern. Lots of versatility for styling with this one. Could go on a winter design and represent snow. It could go on a spring bracelet design. It might pair really nicely with the pink Murano. I'm actually excited to go into store and see what they look like together. So yes, I'm very keen on these Muranos. So here are our pave charms in this styling shot. Look at how amazing they look together. I mean, for me, obviously I can't afford that many pave charms on the one bracelet, but they do look really nice clustered together. So you can see how two of those might look with a dangle in the middle. I think that would be really cool. Okay, let's have a look at some of our necklaces. So we have our 4 gold heart necklace, which is a really timeless classic piece that we often see in our Valentine's Day collection. You're going to see a pair of earrings that will match this really beautifully, so you can't really go wrong with this. It's going to sparkle amazing on Valentine's Day dinner, so that's a beautiful gift, I feel. Then we have our love necklace with that same sort of font and the heart as the O, which would go well with that charm and the ring as well. So I think these necklaces are going to make for some great sets for Valentine's Day. And then we have, interestingly, a Pandora Moments necklace. We haven't seen one of these for a while, so if you're like me and you have a ridiculous amount of charms and sometimes maybe not enough bracelets, or perhaps you don't want to wear too many bracelets to show them off, you can actually make them into a necklace. So if you missed out on this when it was released a long time ago, now might be a time to get a Moments necklace, something a little bit different, but definitely a versatile way to show off your charms. Pair them with the bracelets that you do have. Then we have our sort of sterling silver option of the gold that we just saw. So it's quite pretty as well with the beautiful crystals. Again, a really sparkly charm. I don't think anyone would complain if they got that as a gift. I think it's very beautiful. And then we have the infinity chain necklace. This is going to look really beautiful with some of the 14 karat gold plated medallions that we've seen. I really like chain link necklaces and bracelets. I think they look really cool. This would look really nice with some of your Me chain link bracelets too. Or you could put some of your O pendant or heart pendant as well. And as it says there, up to 9 to 10 charms or dangle charms. So it's actually quite strong. And I really like that it's got that infinity symbolism across it in that subtle way, which is really pretty. Then we have it in silver. So again, adding to that versatility of how you could style it depending on the type of pendants that you have. You could put the engravable locket on this. I think that would look amazing. So that's really, really cool that they've released it in the colors of the lockets as well. So here we have a styling shot of some of our rings that we will see shortly, which is exciting. I love the one that spells love. I think that's just classy and timeless and a bit fun as well. But we do have a lot of stackable options with our rings. So we've got the Pandora organic ring. This is a nice stackable one, as you can see in the styling shot. It's going to be stackable with some of the other ones that you're going to see. So it's really, really cool. It does remind us of the Essence collection that came out in the Netherlands earlier last year, but a little bit different. Nice quirky option for Valentine's Day. It's kind of got that same kind of kink to the ring like a heart kind of has, but not quite. But it does look really cool stacked together, I feel. So you've got it in rose gold plated and then in sterling silver. I like that we've got the 3 different metals so people can choose what they prefer. And then we have the Pandora Pave Solitaire ring. So you've got that nice, beautiful heart-shaped crystal in the claws there. And it kind of looks like a stacked 2 rings, but it's 1 ring. And it's engraved with Pandora. So this is a really nice, solid feature piece with a lot of bling. A good investment, that one. So this ring coming up, this one is my favorite of the collection. The one that spells the word love. I think it's going to be very popular. And it goes well with that necklace that we've seen. We're going to see earrings that it will pair well with. Yeah, so it's a really pretty one. Then we have this engravable ring. I'm very excited about this. You could have it as a minimalistic kind of look with a flat surface, but you could also engrave it with potentially a loved one's initials. You could engrave it with a date of birth. You could engrave it with a symbol in the concept stores that do engravings. So I think that's really, really cool. It is a signet type of ring as well. So we've seen a few of those in the last few years with Pandora. So I think that's quite nice. Brings back memories of when they were really popular. And then we've got another one of our Valentine's Day rings with the intertwined CZ crystals and then that polished sterling silver. So it looks really beautiful. That same kind of shape that we've seen with the other stackable rings. So that's really nice. It's going to make for a beautiful gift. And then we have our CZ crystal with the hearts going around here. very sparkly, this one, I feel. So those of you that love a lot of sparkle on your rings, this is going to be a good one. I think this one will pair really well with a lot of different Pandora rings that we already have. So a nice stackable option too. Then we have our Me rings. Okay, so this was the Pandora Me Black Chakra ring that I was talking about before with the black enamel. That's going to go really nicely with some of the other black and silver pieces that we've seen. So if you know someone that's into that type of design, this might be a really nice gift for Valentine's Day, or anyone that's a bit anti-Valentine's Day even. It might fit really nicely. I think it's a ring that would go with any bracelets that have that black detailing like we've talked about before, perhaps some Star Wars ones or any of the other ones we've mentioned. I like that we have not just the black enamel and it's a plain ring, but you actually have the heart on it as well. So it is quite a cool statement piece, this ring. Then we have one with the white enamel detail. It's a white Me ring. You could pair the two together and that would look really, really interesting. Or you could have the white one separate and then style your bracelet with the white Muranos. That would look really nice. Or you could have it with some of the O pendants that have the white detailing as well. Or the medallions, I should say. So that's really, really cool. Pandora's also releasing, we haven't got pictures here, but they're also releasing a bunch of new birthstone rings that are coming out with this collection too. And there's our ring sizer. If you're not sure what ring, you can get a ring sizer to find out what ring size you need. You can see the styling picture with the that love potion. It's similar to the love potion charm, I think from last year, the love potion charm. It's got that bubbly kind of effect, which I absolutely adore. So I'm definitely getting that one. And then you've got your more traditional kind of crystal necklaces, and then our love necklace. So here's some of the earrings that are going to pair really nicely with some of the necklaces that we've seen. You've got the gorgeous gold ones. Then you've got these silver hoops. I think this size of silver hoop is really popular. It's not too big, it's not too small. For people who don't adore stud earrings, I think this is a really nice option. They've got that sparkle. I like this size in Pandora earrings. I do really like stud earrings, so I'm a big fan because I find them easy to sleep in, even though you're not meant to. So this is the silver version of the gorgeous heart necklace in earrings, so pairing well as a set, no doubt, for Valentine's Day. And then we have our slightly bigger heart-shaped asymmetrical heart earrings that are a great statement piece for Valentine's Day. I think they'll go really well with our Me collection. So there's a styling picture where you can see that love dangle and then the stacks of necklaces, not just rings, but the way that you could stack the 3 necklaces. I think that's really, really pretty. So this is the end of our preview, which we did do quite quickly because the release came out so soon. I think almost a little bit unexpectedly, but very excitingly. There is going to be another video where we preview the Cinderella collection, which I'm very excited for because it is Disney. So happy shopping, everyone. You will see a few more charms appearing on the blog as they are released and as we see them. So make sure you come back and check again. But I hope you enjoyed this preview. I hope you've made a bit of a wish list for yourself. I look forward to seeing what you guys pick from this collection in particular. Valentine's Day is my favorite collection of the year, I think. I feel like I say that about every collection. But Valentine's Day, because it falls around my birthday, is a very special collection release for me. So I'm always excited about it. I always make a wish list out of it and then spread it across my birthday and Valentine's Day. So yeah, and I'm excited. Some of the pieces that we've seen are quite fun, different, versatile, unique. So happy shopping, everyone. I look forward to seeing your beautiful bracelets online, and have a lovely day wherever you may be in the world. Bye for now.